Driving on a sunset, top down, sticking to the old route uptown. If you're going my way, slow down, easy. Yeah, driving on a good time, hop out. I know you've been cooped up, locked down. If you're going my way, slow down, just take it easy. Yeah, notice how the best days always had no plans, and we don't need no trip to Rome for the romance. Make the most of home, cell phones closed, just hold hands. Looking for a food truck, maybe split a cold can of Pepsi. Ooh, you so refreshing, glass half full, cause with you I'm never empty. Say it how it is, so with you I'm never guessing. Ooh, I've been obsessing, hope you in my story at the ending. Hoping that you'll be around, this is not a quick flame. This is not a rebound, this is not a quick thing. This is something deep down, really it's an instinct. Gotta keep it going as you with me. Driving on a sunset, top down, sticking to the old route uptown. If you're going my way, slow down, easy. Yeah. Driving on a good time, hop out. I know you've been cooped up, locked down. If you're going my way, slow down, just take it easy. And we don't gotta force it. Watch your step, don't crease the forces. We join teams, we join forces. This is not a home, this a castle. This is not a castle, this a fortress. Car might be domestic, but the wine is still imported. Got you 500 flowers, girl, I had to match the horses. You always put other people before you, and you're always so supportive. It's only 2 doors, but I got that door for you. I like what I like, baby. I hope it's alright, baby. I'm free of you tonight, baby. Yeah, I'm free of you tonight, baby. And I've been doing front flips off the back porch. Go ahead and toss the ball off the backboard. You know I'll take you anywhere that you ask for. Go ahead, pack a bag, get a passport. Driving on a sunset, top down, sticking to the old route uptown. If you're going my way, slow down, easy. Yeah. Driving on a good time, hop out. I know you've been cooped up, locked down. If you're going my way, slow down, just take it easy.
What's going on, people? Happy Tuesday. We're on time today. That's what I like to see. Let me get situated here. It's gonna be another short and sweet today, because there ain't much to talk about. Got knocked out of the positions. Hate to see it. But I'm sitting on the sideline, same plan that we went over yesterday. I'm going to switch over to the cam here. Yellow. Good morning. Or good evening. Or good night. Who knows? Like I said, I really wasn't expecting ETH to run up this much here, but for BTC, if we get back above 25,400, I will be going long from there, because we're getting back above that local low. It would look like a gigantic ABC to me. I stated last stream that I'm quite convinced that we are not at bottom yet. Possibly 17K might be the bottom, but in terms of like the sideways price action, I don't think it's stopping yet. I'm trying to find the price levels here. There we go. What I'm imagining happening is we are putting in the atom structure of a larger Adam and Eve. Obviously, this is based off of previous price action. Every single bear cycle has ended in this pattern, and it signified bottom. That's why I'm looking specifically for Adam and Eve. Also why I might miss the bottom. All right, but in terms of just every single other market that we've gone through, Bitcoin cycle, that's what I'm looking for. So there is a chance that this acts as resistance, which I wouldn't mind. Obviously, I trade ABCs, so if we don't get any significant structure towards the top of that, if it is resistance, I can't just short it. All right, I need a ABC structure. All right, on the smaller time frames, we do have this structure right here. Not something that I'm willing to take. If we get back down below 22,463, all right, that's when I will go short again. But until then, I would have to see something along the lines of us getting up to the structure, having a decent cut down, and then a second try. All right, and I would be able to pick up a short from this region right here. Let me delete the overall structure. And hopefully that leads down into the rounded bottom, and this is the V-shaped recovery that we're hoping to see. Obviously, a lot more dips and jags than we're used to seeing on those previous patterns, but new things all the time. So that's my plan going forward. I do hope that we get a retest to the bottom. I would like a lower entry. Like I said, on Ethereum, I made the mistake of not going into a long position. BTC, I don't regret it. All right, because there was so much chop here. If you would have gone with this long position here and tried to help, like, hold on to it, I don't know if that would have been worth your time. All right, so like I said, hopefully we do get a rejection up towards this region, maybe even coming back down below 22,476. And then from there, just checking my audio levels. And then from there, having a retest to the downside, hopefully a rounded bottom somewhere within that. Hopefully we get some sort of ABC structure, and then we can start moving back to the upside. And from a larger perspective, that's what I want to see. If we're looking at the daily time frame here, I don't want to get rid of all these numbers. Let me get rid of some of the scribble scrabbles here. If we're looking at this particular structure, all right, we're looking for something the size of this. All right, so this one was from the absolute bottom to where it kind of broke out of that Adam and Eve. That was about 108 days. All right, let's go look at this one from the absolute bottom, which I know technically it's not the absolute bottom because we did put in a lower low here, but hey, you know, that could have been your ABC structure right there. We had A, we had B, and we had C. I don't want to delete that. I'm so bad at deleting everything whenever I get frustrated with this. This one was much, much longer. This was almost a year. All right, so I don't think we should be too excited about bottom quite yet. Obviously, could I be wrong? Yes, but this is just not a long enough period of sideways retesting, bottoming pattern to solidify the market that this is where we're going to be kaput for the future. So, I mean, we're only 30 to 40 days into this. All right, so I don't think it's any stretch of the imagination to think that we might be here for maybe another month, 2 months, working this out. I do think that this is the V in the V-shaped recovery, like we saw right here. The V, obviously this one wasn't as jagged, but new things can happen. And this one was jagged, and then we had the two rounded bottoms. So obviously I have my contingencies, which is if we get back about 25,412, I'll be going long. But if we get back down below 22,476, I know I've said it many times, I just wanted to make it clear, I'll be going short again. If there is, let me repeat it one more time before we move on to ETH. If there is a structure towards this that acts as resistance, because right now this is support. If we get back above this, I do have every intention of going long. But if we get up to that level and we see this uptrend break and then have one more retest, that's when I can get a higher entry. Until then, I have to continue with this red line. Let's go ahead and move on to Ethereum. Ethereum absolutely running up to the moon. All right, same sort of plan. All right, I am hoping that this green line acts as resistance, but if we do get above it, I will be going long. All right, but if this uptrend, and this one's very clear uptrend, all right, you can see there is some breaks of trend within it, but that's on a much smaller time frame that I am not playing. All right, I'm looking for this entire trend to break. All right, it would probably look something like this, and then another retest. That's when I can get that higher entry. And hopefully, just like a BTC, this is the V-shaped recovery, and we are going into a rounded bottom. Let me go ahead and look at the larger time frames for Ethereum. Ethereum's last bottom, it was kind of a backwards Adam and Eve. So hopefully it is doing just what BTC usually does. You can see the last bottom was a rounded bottom like this, and then V-shaped recovery. So hopefully we got the opposite going on here. Short term, it's good to make sure that, like, because we're playing Inverse Perpetual, that my account isn't absolutely decimated. I got about like $400 in USDT just in case I wanted to take a altcoin trade or anything like that. But in terms of Everything else, the other 3,400, I am an inverse perpetual. So if the market moves up and I'm not in the trade, I'm still making money. Not as much, obviously, but you still love to see it. All right, so let's take a look at some of the macro markets here. The only thing that is like worrying to me now, it could be the same thing. All right, during the 2008 financial crash, which do I have that amount of information on this? No, I do not. Let me try NASDAQ, the actual company here. Because that one I know goes all the way back down to 2008. So even with these gigantic crashes, there is still a very long period of time where we're going sideways. So in terms of the US 100, I do believe that we are at bottom, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to see a much longer period of time going sideways. Because if you look at the macro chart here, obviously from an ABC perspective, we do have the macro structure ABC with an ABC on the end of the C wave. So this is the macro here. And then let me just move this to the side a little bit. There we go. We have the A, the B, and the C on the C wave. So I do think that this wave is finished, and that kind of coincides with this level of support here. Because if we do happen to break through this, I do think that it's going to be catastrophic. We're probably going to fall back down to around here. Unless we can recover this low after breaking it. That would be a good fake out. Most definitely. Take a look at the SPY. SPY is in the same sort of shape. It's pretty much the same exact structure, except if we do happen to break the current local low, the support, it wouldn't be as catastrophic, I wouldn't think, unless this one doesn't hold, then it's going to be absolutely detrimental. The one thing I did want to look at was crude oil. I've been curious about that lately. Is this all the price action we have for crude oil? It looks like crude oil might make one more run, but you can see that we have an A and a B structure here. So this is our A, this is our B, and it looks like we're going into like an A, B, C, C wave. And hopefully gas prices come back down, because, you know, that sucks for everybody, especially when you're buying premium. But that's pretty much it. Not a whole lot to talk about. Like I said, I'm knocked out of all my trades. Currently waiting on either new setups to be formed, or for us to go back above certain local lows, or for us to come back below the recent local highs. So pretty much just chill day in the markets. Nothing really exciting to talk about. Obviously, if you're sitting in the inverse perpetual, if you got a large spot bag, you're feeling good right now. Like I said, I have a feeling that we have touched bottom in a sense, but there is going to be much more to come in terms of going sideways, retesting some of these lows. But I do think I think we're here, personally. Now, obviously, there is the other side of me. I made that prediction last year in March, where I was talking about the NASDAQ company going down to 74. I was right about the first part where it would top out. If I'm right about the second part, it's gonna suck. So hopefully I'm only half right. But that's pretty much it. Let me pull up the chat, say hello to you guys before we head out for today. And just keeping it short, sweet, simple. Obviously, if there's a whole lot to talk about, we'll stay in for much longer, but I'm trying to dip my toes back in the water so we don't screw up again. Are you a bottom bro? No, I'm good. Thank you. Appreciate the offer. Edward first. Thank you, man. Appreciate you being here. Gnarly. Hey, Kai. Hope you're doing well. I've been doing good, man. Been sleeping good. It's been rocking and rolling. Josh V, what's going on, man? Rich. Ollie. Hey, Kitty. Digital Polyon, what's shaking? Nothing much, man. The leaves be shaking. Anton, hello, Kite. What's going on, man? I got the sniffles today. Allergies. opened the biggest short I ever made. Hopefully it works out for you, man. I gotta wait for a little bit more before I can take my short. God. Sorry, I might have to blow my nose if it doesn't get better here. Can you do Safe Moon? No, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna touch Safe Moon. For right now, until the market shapes up, until we start moving to the upside severely, and we get those bottoming structures, I think I'm gonna stay away from altcoins right now, just because it's just not in my best interest. Maybe next stream we'll take a look at some setups. I want to see a short setup on BTC and Ethereum before I start looking at altcoins, because I need the market to line up. Otherwise, it just doesn't make sense for me. Right now, if there was any long setups on coins, they're probably already played out. I'm not saying guaranteed. I'm just saying that's my thought process. But once we see those short setups, or if we do, that's when I might ask you guys for suggestions on what you see in the market, and we might grab some of those. I mean, shit, man. Sky Knight, we've been in a recession for quite a while. Because, like, if you think about it, with COVID, yes, there was, like, a lot going on in terms of, like, the markets moving to the upside, but that was due to inflation. And the only people that really got rich during COVID was the big companies. Amazon, everybody doing delivery. We've been in a recession for, like, 4 years now. Inflation, all-time high. So, I mean, I think people just didn't realize it because COVID kept people inside, so nobody really cared. People were getting stimmies and stuff, so I think just it kind of slipped by over everybody's head. I know things can get a lot worse. I'm just saying that I think that there was, or we still are in, a recession. God, how many napkins? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go blow my nose. All right, hopefully I got no boogers coming out my nose. You changed your mind about the breakout trade at 21,800. Yeah, we covered that on stream yesterday. I just said I'm gonna keep it, $1.50. Continue with what I usually do, which is if we get back above the recent local low of that larger macro structure at, I believe, 25,400. Dougie Stone, no problem, man. Appreciate you. Joe, happy Tuesday to you too. Been a good one so far. Got some Chick-fil-A, What's up, Kite? Didn't see you streaming lately. Glad to see you back. Who the as for Safe Moon? I can't blame people. People like what they like. I just can't deal with, like, I've been in this market since I was a kid, and I'm 22 now, so 10 years almost. And as a kid, I obviously fell for, like, so many shit coins, and got excited about stuff, and over and over and over again, I was disappointed. And through every single cycle, the only one that was with me was Bitcoin and then Ethereum, So, like, I just don't give a flying freak about most of these coins. And most people go like, well, you can't make money with Bitcoin and Ethereum anymore. You have to buy shitcoins. No, you don't. Last bull market, when we broke 20K on Bitcoin, all right, all I did was take breakout trades and we turned $100 into 100K. You can make money with Bitcoin. All right, there's very specific times and places for it, but if you're patient enough, you can do it. You don't have to buy these electronic lottery tickets that are made up by some dude trying to make a quick buck. Do you recommend using a strategy on the 5-minute time frame? Me personally, no, I don't recommend it. All right, it's not because it won't work. It's just it affords you so many opportunities to be a knucklehead. All right, now, if you've been using the ABC method for like a couple years, all right, I haven't even. All right, I've been using it for maybe like a year and a half at most. All right, and you can control yourself maybe, but it gives you so many opportunities to get your head twisted and not know what to do, and you're questioning yourself. You just don't. All right, I like to keep it slow and steady. That way, every single decision that I make is well spaced out, and the last decision that I made, if it didn't work out, doesn't damage my feelings to where it impacts the next decision. And if your decisions are literally back to back to back, and you're making 5 a day, eventually it's going to catch up to you. And if you have a huge loss streak, those emotions are going to influence the decisions of the next trades. And that can only lead to bad stuff. You need some reset time, all right, in order to just, be okay with what happens. Because even if you make the right logical decision, it doesn't always mean it's going to work out. Shit just happens sometimes. How's the mining going? I've turned it off at the moment, to be honest with you. Because, listen, it's not because of any particular reason. This is going to sound absolutely boring and lazy. My power went out one day because of a thunderstorm. And because of the way I have my computer set up, I was too lazy to go plug up a monitor to it and rerun the software. Eventually, I'll get around to it. So, at the moment, it's just sitting there. Which, I don't know, like, graphics card prices are actually slamming down. People are picking up 3090s for like $800. So, I might just wait a little bit and I might build like a good, maybe 6, 7, 8 card system to get going. But I'm still want to wait to see what happens with Ethereum, because we don't know by that time when the market turns around, we might already be going to Ethereum. Is it ETH 2.0? Yeah. Hey Kite, have you seen Crypto Lifer? What do you think about his cup and handle trading style? I think cup and handles are really good at specific times. Particularly right now, that's what I'm looking for. Obviously, I'm looking for ABCs to play into it at the bottom of the cup, and we've kind of missed. We missed the bottom of the cup. We're looking for the handle, all right. But they don't tend to happen a lot during any other part of the market. Usually only with the bottoms. Now, obviously, the bottoms are the most important part if you want to get rich, all right, in terms of like building the wealth over the multiple cycles. So I do believe he's doing well with that. Crypto Lifer himself, I don't know what his shtick is, because I have like kept up on his channel very early on when he had less subscribers than I did. He came into my chat and kept donating to me, saying very, very weird stuff like, why won't you love me, blah, blah, blah. And obviously that could just be a troll, but it seemed like he was using other people's chat rooms as publicity for himself. And he basically insulted me, saying like he was going to surpass me in subscribers and blah, 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 which I think he did, because I don't care. All right. I don't care about my subscriber count. All right. I care about you guys, but I don't care about growing it. All right. If people want to come and listen to truth, they can listen to truth. but I'm not gonna put, crazy thumbnails and change my face and do all that kind of stuff. And it's kind of seems like, a lot of people are putting on X. I mean, the dude wears a suit. Come on. It's posturing. So I don't like have anything personal against the guy, but I call what I see. It's like Richard Hart having rollies in the background. Why? Like, why? So, like I said, I don't want it to be a thing where like I seem like I'm trying to dog on the dude. But I've had a personal encounter with him, and that's what my opinion was of what he left me with. So, but like I said, cup and handle, I do think he's doing right with that. It's a good time to be looking for them. It's just not a consistent strategy that works consistently throughout the market. That's all. Like right here, this was a cup and this was a handle, and it had a breakout, didn't work out. That's where an ABC would come into play. Right here, I don't know if I'd call this a cup and handle. It definitely, you could have played it as such, but there was definitely a much better way of doing that, which was ABC right here. A lot of these are downwards facing structures. The only time that a cup and handle works is when it's the bottom. So like right here would have been a good cup and handle. Cup, handle. Right here, cup, handle, handle. So like I said, the bottoms of these pullbacks, right? Cup, handle. So that's what we're looking for right now, but it's just not a consistent strategy throughout the market. I do see a couple, actually. I see this one right here, but obviously from my perspective, you could have caught the bottom instead of the breakout right there. All right, guys. On that note, I really don't feel good after saying stuff about somebody like that. Like I said, if I didn't have a personal encounter with him, I wouldn't have said so much. Like Richard Hart, all I can say is like, he seems like a douchebag just because he shows off. But on the other hand, my crypto life, I've had that experience. So we're going to get going today. I appreciate everybody showing up as usual. Very simple plan going forward for me personally. Nothing really to be doing at the moment. Just, waiting. Like I said, I do think we're going to be kind of in this like 25K to 17K range for maybe like another 2 months, 3 months maybe. Hopefully it's not a double bottom like we had in 2015, 2016, where it takes, an entire year. But yeah, I'm actually pleasantly surprised with how many people are still like sitting around in the market, which is a really good sign because I felt like last bear market, it was really dry, man. I think like crypto face maybe only had like 20K, 30K during the last bear market. So it's crazy to see how many people are still kind of like chilling in the market, ready for things to go. And it's a really good sign for crypto in general. So shouts out to everybody. Absolutely everybody. Regardless if you're here for safe mode, I don't mean to make fun of you, man. It's just, come on. Have you not seen the CoffeeZilla videos over and over again? Come on. Unless you're just here to short it. All right. If you're looking to short it, I get it. All right. But I don't even know if it's still on Bybit. Shout out from Dubai Kite. Shout out to you, man. Love you. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and select a song for today. I'll be back tomorrow between like 1 p.m., 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I listened to this song yesterday. I think I will play it. Obviously, like I said, kind of vulgar, but if you like it, you like it. It's token. But, all right, guys. I appreciate your time. Hopefully, you guys eat some good dinner. If it's that time of day, you guys watch some TV shows. I don't even know what kind of TV shows are on right now. I was watching Terminal List because someone in the Discord said it was absolutely phenomenal. And I do agree. I think it was pretty cool. I haven't finished it yet. Obviously, The Boys is over, which I'm very sad about. Anyone see the last episode of The Boys, season 3? I'm not gonna say it was a bad ending, but at the same time, like I felt like there was a little bit more that I wanted. But I guess they're just setting it up for season 4, which they've been pretty on top of, like not having seriously long breaks between seasons. So maybe it's not gonna be as bad as I thought. Can't think of any shows that are on right now that pique my interest. I've seen everything. I watched God's Favorite Idiot, and that was a pretty good one. Waiting for season 2. That was funny. But all right, let's get going. Let's do the thing. I need a haircut soon. Oh, I've seen Severance. Severance is good. I like Severance a lot. Waiting for season 2 of that. All right, guys. Eyeball time. Bye.
Not the hottest ringtone of the games I was always kinda schooled on. 10 years old, it was a naked women on my father's new phone. Didn't say I saw it, I always thought he knew though. I never was too religious, always thought of God like who knows. I'd want a lot of proof shown. The only thing that was Jewish about me was my last name and the Holocaust and Jew jokes at the lunch table. I was always cool though. My job got me a bankroll. I'm not copping a lake home. That ride already bait hoes. Back cops walking the same road. My pop taught me to hate those. Fuck those. I just emptied the pipe on a bitch like Drano. My mom's job had her late home, so mom brought me a plate home. Both my grandpas are dead. Put this on top of the gravestone. My grandson is a rap star, so the last name got a ring to it. They both probably tripping out when they see what I bring to it. What you bring to it? Wet pussy by the light behind the curtain. Paper towel wrapped around her thigh, absorbing it. I'm the type who likes to learn shit. I almost left tonight to slide to her crib till she asked me what Tech 9 is like in person. I never met him. I got head at 12, but 17 I was a virgin. Too shy to put the work in. Then I turned 18 and toured the world with a headliner. And I was fucking more than a headliner. I was adored by the headliner. Even fucked those two bitches together, dog. That shit was too much for me. I had to take December off. 2022, I'm healthier. I got my head screwed on. I gotta be alone for a little bit. I gotta leave home for a bit. I got a clean phone like a kid, clearing the history, thinking he's swift. I know a couple of people who wish I never level up, leaving them with nothing to do except digging up whatever they can be digging. I'm making them think that I did you dirty or something, huh? You 30 or something. Have you a little boy or a little girly or something, huh? I was worried when I was young. I was good at English class, but I wasn't nerdy. It was just fun. I came to school high, and after school is when I got drunk. I was the first weed smoker in my grade, so my older homie bought me a scale and taught me how to weigh it. I used to call it a quarter even though it was an eighth. Word got around, so I had to cut the con out like I'm yay. Bitch, I prefer my head with an Outcast tape in the background. Couch stop break when a round ass shake in my lap now. Found in a house that came with a town valet and a wild crowd, cause that now rap name bring a loud ass gang to a quiet town. Halloween I traded candy with my sister. I preferred the peanut butter shit. Now she prefer a Benz and I prefer an even dumber whip. Not religious, speaking in tongues and shit. It's ironic if she looked like an R&B bitch, she get ushered in federal prison. Mom used to be scared to see her son in it. Now her son's rap money feed the government. My sister got a favorite rapper, so I grew up looking at all his merch. I'm with him now, I promised an autograph for her. I got me a lot with rapping words. Thank God that I got a passion for it. That body inspired me. If I fuck that girl, I'm dropping a project afterwards. Stay abroad, but she not a traveler. She got that fire pussy, the Hellcat, Dodge Challenger. Come to the place that ain't really far, ho. I'm fucking up the face like painted Picasso, though. Jumping up ranks, so much in the bank, they gave me a job, bro. I'm at a literal $1 million worth of game like Gillian Wallow. Single again, but Vivian West is on a shirt, though. I bought it for what it's worth, bro. And that's a tax write-off, cause that's my work clothes. Sapphire is my birthstone, so is each verse, though. Funny how the world go. Balenciaga, big shirt, that could fit Big Bird, but it's comfy. That bitch still put the kid first like Cuddy. Big thirst for the money, quick turns in a whip, make the whip groan like it's hungry. Insurance got a upwards curve, must be cause the kid swerve through the city's curbs like it's funny. It works if you love me, cause if she give birth, the bitch permanently lucky. Still lurk through the country, torn, sweep the floor with them like the intern for the company. No quick purchase, gon' quench my thirst, I'm too hungry. Call around, my energy is profit now. Relationships, I'm opting out, I'm open like the Waffle House. I was getting calls, bro, why you ain't active? Got your first major label project out. What happened, dawg? Fuck worrying about sales, I'm just trying to worry about what God about. Like he finally let me drop my fucking album, I'm lucky. Week later, he gon' take my pops from me. Mama called me, I was in Hollywood, I fell to the floor, my homie caught me. She gave me the news, I couldn't breathe, I just felt out of body. Flew home for the funeral, I came back with an angel on me. He texted me saying he's so proud, I ignored it, California had me out. Now what I'ma say when my people tell me come back home? I'm about to do this for my dad, bro.